Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Sonja and in today's video I will be adding some wintry decor to my family room and kitchen. But first we will be installing some blinds to my back windows. And I would like to thank SmartWings for sponsoring this part of a video. If you have been here for a while, you know that I have never replaced curtains I had on the windows at the back of the house after the reno. I just wasn't sure which ones I wanted and if I even wanted curtains or if I wanted blinds. We did go out looking at roller shades and I definitely knew after that is how I wanted it to go, as I liked it when they were open. It left the view unobstructed, and then at the same time when closed gave the privacy that I was looking for. So you can imagine when SmartWings reached out to me, I was super ecstatic. So I have ordered SmartWings motorized roller shades, 100% blackout linen, and the ordering process was super easy. You just have to make sure you measure right, and they even have instructions for that, whether you want it inside or on the outside of the window. And they're totally customizable from size, color, type of motor, type of mount, what kind of balance, remote, bottom bar, and so much more. All the smart blinds orders include manuals, charging cables, installation screws, and brackets. Both mounting and installations are very easy. The installation process was painless and it took less than an hour to install and connect to my smart home devices. SmartWing motorized roller shades have an integrated battery that is USB-C rechargeable. It is much more safe and applicable, suitable for living room, bedroom, study room, restaurant, and business area. They can be installed easily by yourself. In my case, it was by my husband, and control and automate your smart shades by smartphone, smart speaker, or remote. SmartWings shades are compatible with Amazon Alexa, Google Assist, Apple HomeKit, and others. The remote control, the multi-channel remote control can control at most 15 blinds separately. If you choose 0 channel, it will control all blinds connected to this remote up and down together. It uses a quiet motor, automatically lifting without chain or cord, so definitely safe. And if you live in Canada, this is especially important because chains are no longer allowed. The roller shades that I have chosen are compatible with all of the smart home devices that I have mentioned. The fabric is in color stoned. I have chosen the mount type on the inside. And then the valance has a cassette with fabric insert, and the bottom bar is fabric wrapped. It also came with solar panels, which we still need to install. We just weren't sure how to fit it behind the screen on one of the windows, so we kept that off. It also came with a 5-channel remote, and I did not go with the light blockers as I didn't need any. I strongly encourage you to check them out. I will have a link in the description box for you to do so. Now that the blinds are installed, I can start with decorating. I am going to start over here in the corner beside the chair. I'm going to bring back the lamp that was here originally. I really like the way it set the tones, especially in the evenings, because whenever my other lights in the hallway are lit up, it kind of leaves a glare on the TV. As you can see, it picks up all the lights, so I like to have in the evenings just 2 of my lamps on, and it really does set nice ambiance. And now especially with those blinds, it will just make the room feel even cozier. I've also decided to move the dog toy bin over here. I was just finding that the fireplace was getting a little too scratched. Every time Duke went to reach for a toy, I think he would scratch the fireplace. Over here on the couches, I'm going to add back some of the pillows that I had before. These whitish creamish pillows came with the couch. It was a whole custom order process. I got to pick fabric, the color, and the firmness of the pillows. And then these striped ones I did get at HomeSense. I do love my couches. I think they are the best couches I have ever owned. I love the fabric. I love the look of fabric. As you can see, everything kind of is going that way with the color of the fabric in that linen color. I absolutely love it. However, I do not think we are family that should have nice things like this, because I am continuously picking up hair, cleaning off hair off the couch. I did have to wash the couch already once. The dogs don't even go on the couch, so obviously it's us that are making the couches dirty. And yeah, so but it did wash really well. I did have it professionally treated for stains, but if there's ever a stubborn stain that can come out, then they will come out and clean it themselves. But for just general cleaning, I just use my little green machine, and I do wash off. Everything does wash off. It's almost like the oil off of our hands on the armrests is what gets the couch dirty. Over here on a side table, I do love to use this vase. I have had this vase for several seasons, and I'm going to be adding these wintry floral pecks. I think they came from Dollar Tree. They are almost like cedars that are frosted, so they look like they have a bit of snow on them, and then there's little snowy pine cones there as well. I didn't want to put anything too tall because my husband does complain that it obstructs his vision for the TV, so I wanted to keep it nice and low. And this time, instead of kind of grouping everything together in the middle of the coffee table, I decided to spread it out a little bit, and I'm kind of liking the way that looks. I'm gonna show you how I did it in just a second, and I want to know what you guys think. And the last thing that I'm going to decorate over here is the side table. Still the same side table, still haven't found one. I was just actually on Facebook Marketplace trying to figure out a side table that I like. ideally I would like a round tall table to go here, but they're all either too short or not big enough, so in the width. So the hunt continues. I do like how I did this area. I think the pops of cedar, just the color cedar there, just adds pops of color. And here is the further away look of the room. I think it looks so nice and cozy and not overly done. Now moving on to my kitchen, it is nice and clean. Everything has been removed, and I'm going to start off by lighting this candle. This is a soy wax candle. It was a fundraiser that a friend of mine was having for her daughter's baseball team, so I bought a couple candles. And since I am slowly switching all the candles to soy wax candles, I was glad that those were that type. So I'm going to add my pantry sign back over here. This is from Tailored Canvases, and it says Bilicic Family Pantry. Actually, the proper way of saying my last name is Bilicic, but in Canada, everybody pronounces it Bilicic. So, and it actually, if I think it was the Patriots football coach, if you look at it, the history of his last name, it's actually the same last name, but I think his they pronounce it Belichick, and it is spelled a little bit different, but only because it got changed when his ancestors moved to U.S. It's just a little bits of information there that you probably did not need. So anyways, it says pantry, many ingredients with nothing to eat, and that's often the case, and especially with my kids. So now I thought I wanted to use this tray because I did buy it specifically for the kitchen, to use it in the kitchen, and I've used it now for about 2 or 3 seasons. But as you will see later on, I do end up taking it off. This vase and the tray and even the cedar picks all came from HomeSense, and I've had them now for a while. The vase I did get, I think, last season, but everything else I've had for a while. So instead of a tray, I'm just going to have it sit on its own, and I added this pedestal, wooden pedestal that came from Bouclair, and I thought, well, it would look nice if I do some baked goods, or I can even buy a big round candle to put on here. In the corner here, I'm going to use this wooden bowl that I thrifted a while back, and I'm going to just add fresh fruit in it. Not only will this look good with a little bits of pops of color, but it will also smell good. I always like the smell of fresh fruit. And on the opposite side, to cover up one of the outlets, just because the other one we use, I am adding some of my thrifted cutting boards and a little thrifted pot with some greenery that resembles I think it resembles rosemary, I would say, yeah. and I thought this looks good. It adds that little bit of pop of color. Just keeping it very simple, especially during the winter season when we do a lot of cooking and baking and spend a lot of time in the kitchen. So I just wanted to keep it feeling fresh and airy and not cluttered. And over here on the coffee side, I'm going to create a little coffee station. No more hot chocolate. We are into teas and coffee now. So I'm just keeping it very simple and just adding a couple pieces of decor. I like having this cloche here with the little small pine cones, but I did feel that the cloche was a little too small, so I opted for a bit of a bigger one. So I do love how this turned out. It's very simple, not too much decor, and I think that is what I am looking for this season. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you check out the link for the shades, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.